Hello, love bugs. Welcome back to Carol's Love Techniques. So, today I want to talk about a topic that is very prevalent these days among Black women and dating. Today we're talking about why Black women are unable to get married or successfully date. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. So, listen, now we all know, if you're not aware, well, let me assist you with that. So, Black women are the least percentage that is married today, and even what, one out of every five women will only get married, and the remaining will not. All right, it's the numbers are very discouraging, especially as a study of, I think, from 2020. So the numbers are, hey, significantly declining from year to year. And I think the reason for that is Black women have changed so much. Not only in regards to who they've become, but just their whole mindset. All right. So here is one of the issues. One of the main issues when it comes to Black women and dating, and why they're unsuccessful, and why we have challenges with actually keeping someone. See, many of you may be able to get a date. You may be able to meet someone, go out, or whatever, but it's keeping someone in your life. Why is that? Hmm? I'm sure you don't know. It is because of a bad attitude. Indeed. And I know this whole stigma has been surrounding and overshadowing Black women for years about being combative and just unapproachable. We're not talking about that. All right. We are talking about even the ones who are healed and successful, and they have themselves together. We're talking about these types of women who have established themselves, yet they still have a bad attitude when it comes to interacting with men. Okay? I have heard many men complain about this, and for some reason, it just cannot be reconciled. Women are not trying to make the necessary changes to make dating simpler. Okay. And when I say not a poor attitude, but we're talking about a bad attitude in regards to what it is you believe in and your standards, your non negotiables. I get that. Everyone should have non negotiables, okay? Let's be clear about that. Everyone should have standards, everyone should have a belief system. But it is the attitude behind it. And when I say that, I mean, if you are on a date and you guys are having dialogue, he's sharing his, beliefs about a family dynamic, how he feels it should be, and then you may stress it in your way. Well, I don't believe in da 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 da, and it should be this way, and I feel like a woman should have, it's the attitude. He's not giving you all of that. Why does that need to be given in such a manner of, well, I'm not going to obey, I'm not going to compromise? It's just that it's the feel behind it. It's too much tude. And when it's conveyed in such a manner, it's off putting to the guy. So now what he's thinking is, well, she seems like she's not one to compromise, or may not be able to have the best approach when it comes to resolve, conflict resolution. It's going to be my way, or, it's all about the attitude, and that's the problem. Just to give you a quick example. So when you go into a job interview, right? Nine times out of 10, when they've already reviewed your application and your resume, they already know that you may not be the one to get it, that there are other prospects out there that qualify, far greater than you do. But they're not going to give you that. They're going to say, oh, well, thank you so much for coming in and having interest in our job. We do have other candidates, but we'll definitely keep you in mind. They leave you walking out feeling somewhat hopeful, not feeling like you don't measure up or making you feel less than. Even though they have what are their standards and their qualifications, they're not, well, you don't qualify, your hair doesn't look right, or you don't have the right degree. They're not giving you attitude. They're not giving you all of that. See, there's a way to do things, there's a way to say things. And I think what you're missing is that softness. My mother always said, you always get more with honey than you do with vinegar. See, you can put that out there of how you would like a family dynamic to be, or how you would want to date someone. Just lay it all out there, just casually, so that it is understood in a manner of respect. But when you give it to them raw and it's hard and it's cold, it just means, whoa, you're not willing to compromise. What we're forgetting is, as humans, as time goes on, we have the tendency to change our minds. So let's just say you had a great potential who may have been willing to do whatever it is that you require, or, okay, just go ahead and agree with it, because now that you guys are dating, he's beginning to like you more, open up to you. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and I'll just let that go, and because I really want to be with her, and yeah, I can try to make this work. I can compromise. I can understand more. They may be willing to do that. We change our minds as humans, especially when we're interested in someone. But if you're given that energy of, hey, there is no negotiation, what do you think that you're going to get in return? Nothing. Or the bare minimum, you definitely won't get respect, because now you're making him feel some sort of way. See, here's what the focus should be put on. Is what it is you need from someone. And no, I'm not talking about $1 million home, something that you can fight over in divorce court. That's not what I'm talking about. Your main concern, outside of all of these other extra things, I want to be a boss chick and da 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 da. What does your soul need? Are you needing someone who's going to listen to you and understand you and console you, make you feel secure emotionally, be able to meet all those needs, your love languages, like things that actually matter outside of all of that other BS? Because at the end of the day, if you are seeking a genuine love connection, it must consist of just that, a love connection. Anything beyond that, well, those are just like little accessories that can kind of get in the way regardless of how good they are. So your main focus should be on what this person can do for your soul, how they can make you feel on a daily basis. Yeah, outside of the extra. So that laundry list of requirements, and I'm sure that changes bi-yearly or something like that. It has to. And I'm sure those 25 things that you had on that list have now gone down to at least 10. Why? Well, because you're beginning to realize no one's going to deal with that today. Guys, their mindset have changed when it comes to a monogamous, committed, long-term relationship. So to find someone who's going to have that good attitude about going into a situation, it's challenging for them. It really is. And I feel bad for most guys, because the guys who are savages now are probably the ones who were sweethearts in the very beginning, their first and second date, sweethearts, and they got with someone who may have had interest in someone else, had the wrong attitude, had the wrong mindset, and because of that, they went rogue. Okay, that's a lot of that has happened. So what I'm saying, ladies, is just change your attitude. You can keep whatever beliefs, whatever it is that you have within you. You can keep that. It is all about the delivery, how it is conveyed. We tend to forget that most men, unless of course he's like a psychopath or an egoist, extreme egoist, they are very sensitive. So when you come off hard and like a bee, like a bee that actually, the little fly, like that, like it just, like I always have to be wary of who I'm around, well then that's not a way to keep someone. He's not going to stay because he's uncomfortable. So we just need to change and assess our attitude. That's all it is. Just a little adjustment there. Your vocals, how monotone you can be. Just the whole vibe, your energy. Just change that just a little, and I guarantee you, the next person you be with, they'll be willing to say, "Okay, well, you seem, sweet enough for me to make a compromise for you." You know, you have to give a little in order to get something. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you all today. If you need further coaching, all of my information will be linked down below. I am accepting new clients. Not sure for how long because I've been quite busy lately and I haven't been putting out as many videos. But if you need more insight on what it is that you can do better, some of the mistakes you may have made, flaws that we all have them, just things that you can self improve on, just some dating coaching. My information is down below. And as always, I thank you for joining me. Until next time.